Deuces, deuces, brothers and sisters. Real quick, let me get this message out. Just because you believe in something, does that make it true? The answer, brothers and sisters, is yes. Yes, in the sense of that which you believe in becomes true for you and nobody else. Just because you believe in something does it become true? Yes, it becomes true for you and nobody else. The issue with that is the fact that you believe in something, it is indeed true for you because it has proven itself to be factual in your reality. That issue becomes you striving to make others believe as you do. You striving to force other people to believe the reality that you're experiencing based on your belief. That is working for you because according to your belief, it is done unto you. Why is this the topic of our discussion today? Well, within the reality, we have several belief systems that has been forced on the masses. The predominant ones are as follow: had the Christianity beliefs, the Muslim beliefs, the Jewish beliefs, the Buddhism, and you list all of it, depending on what area of this planet you are upon, and depending on what species of humanity you represent, is going to determine what beliefs has been forced upon you. I personally, from my background, I was raised under the Christianity belief system. And to a certain degree, I'm still aligned with it, but not according to what they expect. I believe there's a God, but I don't believe my God is what the biblical society has created that God to be. I digress. Let me get back on focus because this is not primarily about my belief. The issue is this: just because Christianity, and I'm going to speak solely from the Christianity perspective because that is what I know, as you're aware, I don't talk about shit I don't know. Just because the Christianity belief has been advertised to the masses, has been forced upon the masses, does that make that belief a reality for everyone? And not just Christianity alone, add the other belief system that are within the world, the Muslim, the Jewish, the Buddhism, add all of that. Just because that is the belief system that is advertised as this is hip, this is where you want to be. This is what everybody believes. So you got to believe it because everybody believes it. But does that make it true for the individual? The answer is no. As I stated, just because a thing is true for you, does not make it true for me. Just because a thing has been proven factual in your reality does not mean it has proven itself to be factual in my reality. From the Christianity perspective, for a long time, I have come to just witness Christians going about this reality, striving to save people from their sins. Save me from my sin. Because you, according to your belief system, has classified me to be a sinner. So now it has become your duty, your responsibility, your obligation to save me. Your religious practice states, "Thou shalt not judge." But now, because of the laws and the doctrine that you follow, you now classifying me, casting judgment upon me and my lifestyle, considering me a sinner that needs to be saved. So you go out of your way to force your ideology on me. You go out of your way to force your religious belief on me. Jesus Christ is the way. Jesus Christ is the one and only Savior. Go to Muhammad. Muhammad is the way. Muhammad is the only Savior. Our God is the only way. And if you're not worshiping our God, you're not going to be saved. And if you're not accepting our handout that we're handing out to you, to take our hand, brother, in order that you may be saved and purified from your sin, you are going to be punished forever in hell. I don't know what the Muslim hell is. I don't know what the Jewish hell is. I don't know what Buddhism hell is. But the point still stands. Just because all of these religious believers believe what it is they wholeheartedly, I'm going to assume wholeheartedly, that's a fucking lie, but let's assume they believe whatever crap they're suing wholeheartedly. If it's right for them, why are you working desperately to force your belief on everyone in the collective? If one of your messengers of your God stated that according to an individual's belief, it is done unto them, why can you, the follower, not respect the fact that each and every individual walking this earth has a certain belief system that they live by, have a certain moral compass that they live by, have a certain code of conduct that they live by, and leave them the fuck alone? Studies have proven to me that indeed there's a flaw in your belief system. As any religious believer, there's a flaw. A lot of you do not believe the shit that you're selling. And the only way you could truly convince yourself to believe what it is you are selling is if you could gather up a great number of people to believe what you're selling, and that way you could be comfortable and happy and content to accept the fact that now I am part of this belief system because everybody believes it. And until everybody believes what I am selling, I may have to question this very belief that I believe in. And it's natural that you should question whatever the fuck it is you believe in. Because again, is it really yours? The very belief system that you have as a core belief, is it really yours? The question is no. And you know this. The answer is no. And you are aware of this. This is why all religious followers work so desperately to try to convince everyone that their God is the one true God. Because in you, that quiet voice is asking, it is questioning, is this really my belief system? Or is it that of another? Is it that of another? Well, what do you mean by is it that of another? Well, from the jump coming up in this reality, I came fresh, a clean slate, absolutely nothing, a child born in this family. And because this family, my parental figure, the other members of the family around me, because they believe in this religious dogma, this religious doctrine, automatically it triggers down to me. It triggered down to me. Mother's a Christian, so naturally the child becomes a Christian. Father's a Christian, naturally the child becomes a Christian. Now, every now and then you come across a little bit of a dilemma where mother's a Christian, father's a Muslim. Another dilemma, father's a Muslim, mother's a Buddhist. But in that situation, what does it do? The strongest influence within the family, there's a good chance that's what that child is going to go to. Where it's like, well, mother may be the strongest influential figure on me, so I'm going to go with the fact that she's a Christian. The other way, father may be the strongest influential figure, so the child goes towards the father's belief system. But the point I'm trying to make is this: from the moment you was born, whatever family you was born under, whatever belief system they had, is what you became automatically. For the children that was courageous enough to question that belief system and say, well, mom and dad, just because you believe whatever it is you believe in, doesn't mean that I should believe in it. Just because everybody in the family from generation to generation believe this traditional way of expressing ourselves, doesn't mean that I should express myself in that manner. Those children are the ones that are the black sheep of the family, because by you questioning what everybody unconsciously question within themselves, but were not courageous enough to pursue and stand true on that foundation to seek out what is true for themselves, they're now mad at you because you were the one courageous enough to say what everybody else was thinking. You, the black sheep, were the one courageous enough to question what everybody else is believing. You were the one courageous enough to stand alone and stand tall and say, just because everybody is going left, don't mean I should go left. I'm going to go right because I trust and believe in myself. Or I would like to arrive at what I deem true for me, not because somebody told me this is true. Such children have been at the mercy of each individual family household they find themselves in. Because how dare you question what all of us have been conditioned to mindlessly, no, have been conditioned to obediently accept, no questions asked. And because you are the one that is courageous enough to question this, out of cognitive dissonance, we are simply going to project our insecurities upon you. One, two, we are going to shut down as a protective mechanism and simply argue with you whenever you seek to voice your opinion. We are going to reject your opinion immediately because everything you're saying is challenging a core belief within self. So by challenging my core belief, and because this is the foundation I now find myself standing upon, you're causing fear. And I don't like fear. So I'm going to attack you. Cognitive dissonance. A person's belief is everything, because upon your belief is the very foundation of your sanity. And for anybody to challenge that belief system, it becomes a problem. It becomes your priority to protect that belief system. What is the point of this message? One, to get into your awareness that just because you believe something and it has proven itself to be true for you, does not make it true for everybody else. If a belief system is true for you and it has proven itself to be factual in your life, then my nigga, be happy. Enjoy your reality. Enjoy the belief system that is creating a wonderful, peaceful, harmonious life for you. And shut the fuck up. And leave people the fuck alone and accept that that individual has another belief system that they operate off of. It shouldn't be your responsibility to try to get them to believe what you believe in, because just because it works for you does not necessarily mean it's going to work for them. Do you know what what the masses within this reality had to endure in order that Christianity may be proclaimed as the as the more accepted religion within the world? Do you know how many people had to die? Do you know how many individual belief system had to be killed off, and all those who believe in those belief system, do you know how many of them had to perish from within this world for Christianity and their God to be accepted by the masses? Do you have any idea? Have you taken the time to do research on these religions, these religious belief system worldwide, that you are so radically ready to attack anybody who dares to say, well, I don't believe what you believe in. I don't have nothing against what you believe in, but that shit don't work for me, so keep it over there. Do you know how many wars have been fought in the name of these gods that are professed worldwide? My God is the one true God. Well, my God is the one true God. Oh, yeah? Well, let's prove it. Let's duke it out. The last man standing, their God is the one true God. How ridiculous is this shit? If your God was the one true God, why would your God want you to go out and killing other people who don't believe in him or her? Do you see the insanity of such a logic? Confession. When I first engaged in this whole new way of perceiving life, because I reaped the benefits of being free from fear, being the fear of hell, the fear that all of these other religions try to put out, where it just constantly got you in a state of despair, constantly seeking to please some deity that lives outside of you. When I begin to reap the benefits of that, it was my desire to go out and share it with my brothers and my sisters. Not standing on no pole going around and just seeing somebody like, yo, you gotta hear about this new way of living. You gotta take upon this. Nah. I had a simple page, just like this one right here. And I would simply go up and say whatever the fuck it is I gotta say about, yes, religion have fucked niggas over. Religion has done nothing but rob niggas of their peace, their happiness, their joy, their well-being, their divinity. And if you simply take upon yourself that responsibility of being responsible for your life and determining what you feel is right and true for you, creating your own moral compass, your own code of conduct that you are to live by, you will be far more happier in this life. And as I did that, the more I did, I began to see, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. We are perfectly content believing whatever it is that the masses believe in. Leave us alone with this. And it was cool. Because I'm the kind of individual, if I eat, everybody deserves to eat. To have everything and putting myself in a position where I'm the only one eating, how can you ever enjoy the meal when you're the only one eating and everybody else around you is starving? Me personally, the being that I am, I would not enjoy that food. Now, if I'm eating and everybody else is eating, that food is going to taste an infinite time better. So again, wisdom bestowed upon me by my deity that have revealed itself to me. And it's like, well, mother, father, well, it's only right that I share this with these guys because clearly they're being led wrong. It wasn't my obligation. It was out of pure love that I'm like, well, I'm going to go do these things because they deserve to reap the benefits of your unconditional love, of your boundless abundance. They deserve this. So I did this. But again, if you're an individual and your belief system goes contrary to what the masses believe, you activate cognitive dissonance within these individuals because you're challenging their core belief. And by challenging their core belief, they must go into defensive mode and shut down. By shutting down, they project their fears and insecurities upon you. After going through this for a little while, because me, I just pay attention to pattern. If this pattern is being repeated, then we need to do something else. I left it alone. It got to the point where this very message that I'm expressing
Anywhere you are, there I am.
seeped within
For we are
me.
one and the same.
Well,
I am you and you are me. Fear nothing and
okay.
no one. I am everything and I am nothing.
You got to practice what you preach. You cannot force your belief system on people. Just because you believe that the good Lord is everything and everyone in expression, everyone you deal with is God in the flesh. And we should, if we all honored and carried ourselves in this manner, society would change instantly, because now we will be respectful of everyone, because we realize in each and every given moment we're dealing with God. So just because you believe that way does not necessarily mean that it is right for you to force this on others. For whatever the reason, you cannot convince everyone to see as you do. There's a reason why you see as you do. There's a reason why you were able to look into the void. And by looking into that void, that which was reflected back at you was yourself. Just because you were able to do that does not mean everybody else is able to do that. So we stopped. Now, again, all these messages are done and they're just left here on YouTube, on Facebook. And honestly, most of these messages, if you're watching this from wherever, it is going to be done on YouTube now, because Facebook is starting to become monotonous in their energetic resistance of these simple messages. Why the energetic resistance? I've simply, I did a little bit of a brief message on that, where it's like any idea that challenges the belief system that the masses have been conditioned to accept, it gets shut down. Any ideas that challenges the belief system of the masses, it gets shut down, because why? The current belief system that we have, everybody has accepted it. It is working. And if it ain't broke, why fix it? One, two, these religious belief system that they have accepted has created an harmonious lie that everybody is moving in harmony. If you introduce a new idea, these religious believers, they fear that it's going to create chaos. Two, three, this religious belief system, it is a money generating machine. So if this new idea that is being presented is going to take money out of those who are gaining from this religious system, if this new idea is going to take money and prosperity away from those who are prospering off of the current belief system, we must shut down this idea. Every new idea that challenges the masses' belief is shut down for reasons such as what I just listed. Because your idea is going to do one of the following: take money out of the hands of the people who are gaining money from this. It's going to incite fear, chaos within the collective, and it's going to take away worshipers and followers from these religious beliefs. And because these belief systems are foundation in their followers, the money they got coming in and that harmony that they feel creates within the masses, any idea that challenges that, they deem it unworthy. Not because it is wrong, but because, bro, you could take money out of my pockets. because you could take followers from me. And it's funny because I came across this lady once who literally, she was talking to me about the various churches and stuff worldwide: Baptist, Methodist, First Presbyterian, Catholic. I'm amazed that all y'all motherfuckers preach about the same God, but y'all got different branches. Like, focus. So she started talking to me about all of this, and it got to the point where she was like, Unique, you wouldn't believe that there's some pastors or there's some ministry that literally go to other ministries to try to steal followers. I bust out laughing because I was amused at the idea. Like, hold on, you telling me niggas actually go to other churches and try to steal their followers? Like, aren't they worshiping the same God? Are they not serving the same purpose? Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is what they do? Yes. The more followers you got, the more money you get. The more followers you got, the more structure and sound your belief and your practice is. So it's no wonder why niggas out here striving to push whatever they believe on others. Stop that shit. If your belief system works for you, own that shit. You need not explain it to nobody. You need not explain to anyone why you say the sky is red when everybody believes the sky is blue. Your reality, your world, you from within the vessel see and perceive the world as you see fit. Your entire background, how you was brought up, has shaped and molded you into the being that you is right now. The way you think, due to how you was brought up. The way you perceive life, due to how you was brought up. The reason why you move the way you move, due to how you was brought up. So if ain't nobody has been in that position, if nobody was literally you going through everything that you went through as you was being brought up, how can they challenge why you see the world as you do? How can they question why you do the things that you do, even if it was horrible as fuck? Horrible in the sense that, bro, you just fucked up. But according to you, you perfect. Perfect example, narcissists. They walk around this bitch like they the greatest thing that God ever created, when in reality, these niggas, they fucked up in the head. They're mentally sick. But in their world, they're perfect. And because that is their belief in their world, we have to accept it. But here's the thing. Just because your belief system, you accept it as perfect, as you being somebody who you feel and you believe that you know what is right, rather than forcing a motherfucker to believe how you believe. Lead them. When you know better, you do better. Fact. However, you cannot force somebody who you know nothing about their upbringing to now see the world as you. How do you go about getting them to maybe see things better? How do you get them to get in a position where they can know better? You show them the way. How? Not with your words. How? Not with your writings. How? Not with your judgment, but with your action. Don't talk that talk. Nigga, walk that walk. If you feel as though you know what is right, if you feel as though that which you know can help this person stop being a narcissistic, psychopath piece of shit, show them the way with your action. This is how we help one another within this reality. This is how you prove your way of living to be true, to be right, with your action, not with your talk. Many of these religion that is within the masses, they talk. Our God say love is the way, and they do the complete opposite. Every fucking religion that is within this world that is accepted by whatever species worldwide, at the core, Do unto others as you will have them do unto self. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. This is their core. Treat others how you want to be treated. This is the blueprint of every fucking religion when you get at its fundamental aspect, when you get to its foundation. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. Treat others like you would like to be treated. But no, 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 no. They don't do this. All of the followers, they hear that. They talk that talk. Love your brothers. Love your neighbors. Respect your brothers. Do unto them as you will have them do unto you. Your God is love. Your God is unconditional love. They don't care for none of this. It sounds good. We talk that talk. We talk that love shit. But in reality, we don't know what the fuck love is. We don't know how to love ourselves. We don't know how to love our neighbors. We don't know how to love our kids. We don't know how to love our spouses. We don't know how to love. But when we go to services, to the mosque, and wherever else we go listen for inspirational words from our God, we found out our God is nothing but love. Love. Our God teaches us to be men and women of honor. Don't steal, don't lie, don't kill. But your bitch ass sitting here killing somebody because they don't believe in what you believe in. Don't commit adultery. But as soon as you leave the church, you're gonna go fuck one of your members' wife because they came to you seeking inspiration, and because you're charming with your words, you have used those very words to wove manipulation within their mind. Now they're committing adultery with your ass. Have no other God before me. Yeah, you in the church professing these things, but when you leave that very church, you worshiping other gods. Money is a form of God, of another God. Women is a form of another God. Like material things are forms of other gods, but you just seem to think they thinking the purely idol worship. Anything that is material that takes your mind, your heart, your attention, your loyalty off of your God is a form of idol worship. A lot of these niggas, they talk that talk, but they don't walk that walk. And this is the reason why currently within society, so many people have walked away from the house of God. I left that bitch at a very young age because it didn't sit well with me to be in the midst of hypocrites that talk, but they don't walk